COVID is difficult enough, but Hartford got hit really hard this week by a cyber attack. It forced the school system to shut down for a day. John Stone is here from the Kelser Corporation, an IT consulting firm, to give us some insight about what exactly happened and how schools can really be better prepared, and especially to have backup. So we want to thank you for bringing your expertise here this morning on Face the State.
Thanks for inviting me. Good to be here.
Tell us what exactly happened. It was a malware attack, and is that someone or people trying to just cause havoc on a computer system?
So I only have access to the details that have been published, but yes, it sounds like it was a malware, ransomware type of attack. There hasn't been any information published on exactly what kicked it off, but likely it was some user action, clicking on a link or opening an email or running a file. The motivation behind it could have been just causing havoc, or it could have also been looking to extract a ransom over the threat of systems down or the threat of exposing private or confidential information.
Right, and it's my understanding in this case it wasn't a ransomware, and that's a case where they're demanding money, but it may have been at some point, perhaps maybe if the school hadn't been able to rebound so quickly.
Yes, there was, I guess there was an email to contact once the infection was discovered, and the school system chose not to reach out to that email, but it's possible that if they engaged there, ransom discussion could have ensued.
I think we're finding out, certainly in this day and age, how important our IT people are. Here at WFSB, I can't tell you how much I appreciate our IT people. And what can they do to prevent this? I mean, this is a very complicated, complex thing that happens.
Absolutely. So, I think the first thing that was evident from the outside looking in is that the city did a really great job preparing for this. There was discussion about the investments they had made over the previous year in cyber security systems. And it was also apparent that they had very good plans and very good backup and restore capabilities in place. So, if I were to provide general advice to other municipalities or school systems, if you think about the parts of an incident response plan, preparation is number one. The preparation here looks like it was very good and very thoughtful. And then, really within a day or two or three of discovering the issue, it appears they began to execute their plan and were really able to restore what sounded like a very big environment quite quickly. So they were prepared and had thought about this and had made some plans and made some investments. I can guarantee that it would have not ended so well if it was not so well planned for and prepared for it.
Right, because I remember Hartford Mayor Luke Bronin talking on that very day, saying that the school district had done some things even last year to kind of prepare for the worst. And it seems that that preparation paid off.
Absolutely. And they seem to have the whole communication plan figured out pretty well. Like you mentioned, the mayor had comments on it. The FBI was quickly involved. They likely had help from an outside firm to respond to the incident, and I even saw that the Connecticut National Guard has a cyber response team that was helping them.
So before I let you go, I want to ask you, I mean, obviously this is an expensive endeavor to have all of these security measures in place. Maybe bigger school districts are better equipped, and some of these small districts may not be, but it is something that we need to invest in.
Definitely, and it's what I always tell people is don't be scared off by the size of the problem as it appears. Every little bit of planning and preparation helps. Even just educating your users on things to look for and watch out for is very helpful in preventing a malware attack or ransom attack from ever taking hold.
I guess the bottom line really is it's a tragedy that something like this happens, but it does send a red flag to a lot of school districts to say, hey, we could be next. This could happen to us.
Yeah, because this is not the first one. I think Wolcott was within the last year. There have been other towns and other school districts attacked. They're definitely visible. They definitely have interesting information, perhaps, for somebody to steal. So they're good targets, and maybe some are budget challenged, so they present an easy attack. But it looks like Hartford kind of met the match pretty well.
And quickly, because we are running out of time, if people pay the ransom, does that happen? Has this happened to other school districts, to your knowledge?
So there are lots of examples of where people have paid the ransom, school districts, towns, hospitals. Sometimes it ends well and they get their information back. Sometimes they just rake their money into a pile and lit it on fire, and now they have no money and no systems or information. So it's a roll of the dice.
Well, thank you, John Stone, and we want to thank you for joining us on Face the State, and hopefully we'll all be better prepared.
Thanks again for having me.
And we'd like to thank all of you for watching Face the State. We leave you this morning in honor of the thousands who lost their lives on September 11th. This past Friday was the 19th anniversary, and we leave you this morning with the 9/11 Memorial at Sherwood Island State Park in Westport, built to remember those who were tragically taken.